In the quiet coastal town of Silver Bay, there lived a young woman named Alina. Every evening she walked to an old bench beside the lighthouse overlooking the restless sea. The townspeople admired her gentle smile and warm heart. She always listened to others, helped strangers, and forgave people easily. But deep inside, Alina carried a painful habit. Whenever someone ignored her, misunderstood her, or walked away from her life, she chased after them desperately. She believed losing people meant she was not good enough. If a friend became distant, she blamed herself. If someone stopped replying to her messages, she apologized even when she had done nothing wrong. And if someone left her life, she begged them to stay. Alina thought love had to be earned through sacrifice. One rainy afternoon, she received a letter from her closest friend, Clara. The two had grown up together, shared secrets, dreams, and countless nights sitting by the lighthouse. But lately, Clara had changed. Her replies became cold. Her smile felt forced. And every conversation ended quickly. The letter contained only a few lines. "I think we need distance. You're too emotionally dependent on people. I can't carry this friendship anymore." Alina stared at the words for a long time. Her hands trembled. Her chest tightened. She ran through the rain toward Clara's house, determined to fix everything like she always did. As she reached the gate, she heard voices from inside. Clara was laughing with another friend. "Alina is exhausting," Clara said carelessly. "She acts kind, but honestly, she just wants people to need her." The words hit harder than thunder. Alina stepped back slowly, feeling as if the ground beneath her had disappeared. For the first time in years, she didn't knock on the door. She simply turned around and walked away. The rain soaked her clothes as she wandered toward the lighthouse. The ocean waves crashed violently against the rocks, mirroring the storm inside her heart. When she reached the bench, she noticed a small, injured dog hiding beneath it. Its fur was wet and muddy, and one of its paws was bleeding. Alina carefully approached it. The frightened animal tried to move away but collapsed weakly. Without hesitation, she wrapped it gently in her scarf and carried it home. For the next few days, Alina cared for the little dog. She cleaned its wounds, fed it warm food, and stayed beside it through the nights. At first, the dog didn't trust her. It flinched whenever she came close, but slowly it began wagging its tail whenever she entered the room. One evening, while watching the dog sleep peacefully beside the fireplace, Alina realized something. She had never once forced the animal to trust her. She had simply cared for it sincerely and allowed it to choose her in return. That thought stayed in her mind. Days later, Alina returned to the lighthouse bench alone. The sunset painted the sky orange and gold while seagulls drifted across the horizon. For the first time in years, she sat there without checking her phone, without waiting for someone to text, without wondering who might leave her next. And in that silence, she understood something powerful. People who truly care about you do not need to be chased. Real love stays willingly. Real friendship chooses you naturally. The problem was never that Alina lost people. The problem was that she abandoned herself trying to keep them. Tears rolled down her face as years of emotional exhaustion finally broke free. She remembered every time she apologized for being hurt, every moment she begged for attention, every night she questioned her worth because someone else failed to see it. But sitting beside the endless sea, she made a quiet promise to herself. "I will no longer chase people who are comfortable losing me." The change didn't happen overnight. Some days were difficult. There were moments she wanted to text Clara again. Moments she wondered if setting boundaries made her selfish. But each time she reminded herself, self-respect is not cruelty. Protecting your peace is not selfishness. Weeks passed, then months. Alina slowly began building a new life. She joined a small art club near the harbor. She spent mornings reading books at a cafe overlooking the sea. She laughed more. slept peacefully, and most importantly, she stopped shrinking herself to make others stay. Something unexpected happened after that. New people entered her life naturally. There was Maya, the cheerful painter who always saved her a seat at the art studio. There was Mr. Bennett, the old bookstore owner who treated her like family. And there was Daniel, a quiet traveler who admired how peacefully she carried herself. None of them needed to be convinced to care about her. They simply did. One evening, Alina returned once again to the bench beside the lighthouse, the little dog now happily resting beside her feet. The ocean was calm, the wind gentle. For the first time in a very long time, her heart felt the same. And as the lighthouse illuminated the darkening shore, Alina finally understood. Some people leave to teach you the value of your own soul, and sometimes the moment you stop chasing others is the exact moment you finally find yourself.